Good day everyone, I am your teacher Flor. Today, we will be tackling in our instructional material that will be integrated with the different technology tools. So the instructional materials or IM to be developed will be video, multimedia, and animation video. So the rationale of this lesson is video, multimedia, and animation are powerful technology tools that can enhance learning in a variety of ways. Here are some examples. Engagement. Videos and multimedia and animation can capture students' attention and engage them in learning in a way that traditional text-based materials cannot. Second, flexibility. These tools are flexible and can be used in a variety of ways to support learning. Third, personalization. Using videos, multimedia, and the animation video in learning allows to personalization. Students can learn at their own pace, pause and rewind video as needed, or review multimedia elements multiple times to reinforce their understanding. Fourth, accessibility. These tools can also make learning more accessible to students with disabilities. So in summary, videos, multimedia, and animation video are powerful technology tools that can enhance learning by engaging students, providing flexibility and personalization of course, in making learning more accessible. But before we dig in our lesson, let's have first a motivational activity which will be able to retain your knowledge, and we will gonna use a multimedia which is the Kahot, an educational game. So let's get started.
It is the most effective arrangement of work areas in the production department. Second, it is an of distributing goods and services to customers. Third, it refers to a set of tools or other objects commonly used to achieve a particular purpose. Fourth, it refers to a set of tools or other objects commonly used to achieve a particular purpose. And lastly, it composed of material and immaterial goods that act as a prerequisite to production.
Objectives of the IMs to be developed. At the end of this lesson, 80% of the grade 10 cookery students will be able to first, identify the methods of plating presentation. Second, give at least 3 advantages of methods in plating. Third, differentiate the methods in plating. Fourth, create a graphic organizer of methods in plating. And lastly, make a plating presentation applying the methods in plating. What is a plate presentation? So plate presentation is the final step that showcase their creation, often taken for granted or left as an afterthought. Plate presentation should be highlight the quality of the food and the preparation techniques while engaging the diner's senses. Effective plating should be simple enough to execute in a busy night, yet stylish and visually appealing to the guests. Consider the plate with the eye of the photographer to create a composition that brings the various elements of the dish together in harmony. A winning plate presentation is rarely achieved on the first try. Imagination, trial and error, and brainstorming in a collaborative fashion often help to achieve successful results. So, plate presentations begin with mastering the basics of proper culinary techniques, high-quality food, and plate selections that fit the style of the dish. So, in plate presentation, there are elements of plating. So, a plate should engage the senses and draw the diner into it much as painting will draw in the observer. The dish should be carefully planned to balance taste, textures, colors, and cooking methods. So second is supporting elements. Vegetable and fruits often constitute the supporting elements of a dish, whereas proteins tend to be various shades of the brown, beige, and white. Fruits and vegetables add color and provide a high-quality visual impact. Precise cuts help to create an elegant presentation, and carefully controlled cooking techniques will yield vibrant colors and accents. So there are advantages of plating presentation that will make your plating presentation successful and beautiful. So first, it helps with mindful eating. When it comes to mindful eating, seeing our food is really important. Second, food tastes better. Eating is a sensuous experience. Before our mouths have tasted a thing, our eyes have already judged it. Third is food feels better too. Lately, there's been a lot of literature written on clutter and how a clutter-free home can significantly impact our emotional health, and how an uncluttered kitchen can help us eat less. Fourth, you can get creative. Unlike specific art forms, cooking is then entirely universal. And lastly, because your worth it, last but not the least, putting time aside for food presentation does not go unnoticed. So, aside from having advantages in plating presentation, so there are methods in plating presentation. First, create height in the plate. Second, cut meat horizontally. Third, play with textures. Fourth, use constructing colors. Fifth, match presentation. 2, the restaurant theme. 6, choose the right plates. 7, smaller portion sizes. 8, use edible garnishes and decoration. 9, when in doubt, keep it simple. And lastly, express yourself. So since we are now done with our lesson for today, all about plating presentation, so we're gonna have our activities that will be related to the objectives given to our lesson. So here are the assessment activities. First, the teacher will discuss to the students on the methods in plating presentation, and he or she also let them to have response and participate to an open questions to retain the knowledge prior to the discussion. Second, the teacher will let the students find a pair having the think, pair, and share activity, which they will think on the 3 advantages of the methods in plating and discuss it to the class. Finally, the teacher will group her students into 5 and let the students apply the understanding on the concepts and how they did it. So that's for our lesson today. I hope you learned something and you get something from my discussion about the methods in plating presentation, its advantages, methods, introduction, and the content of plating presentation.